Hey guys, welcome to the Raymond Report, another weekend edition here for Sunday, March 17th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your St. Paddy's Day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Raymond Report. Come and check out the Raymond Report today and learn about value, percentage play, and also the performance cycles, player availability, and a money management system, which you can learn here each and every day by going to the website, atsstats.com. Go to Tip Sheet, go to Raymond Report Sports Betting Tip Sheet, and come learn all about the fundamentals of sports handicapping. All right, let's take a look at the SBI, the Sports Betting Index, and let's get inside the toolbox to see what the markets did yesterday. In fact, the NBA yesterday for Saturday, favorites won 67% of the games, 33 went to the underdogs, and the favorites also covered 56 of those 67% factors. So if you played yesterday, you went 5-4 if you played all the favorites, 6-3 straight up, and 5-4 to the over/under on the 7-day average. Favorites still winning at a high clip, 72.4%. But we're in a bullish market right now where NBA, 59.4% of the favorites have covered the spread in the last 7 days, and 56.9% of those games have gone under the total. Let's go to the NHL, and boy, we had a lot of games yesterday, and you know what? 7-7 straight up, 6-8 to the under, and 5-9 for the underdogs. Underdogs on the puck line has taken the winners 3 of the last 4 days. And if you look at the yearly average, 59.9%. So, yeah, we're pretty bullish right now in the NHL. And, man, I played a couple of underdogs yesterday, and it bit me. I should have known, because yesterday I talked about the favorites coming in at a high clip, 59.3%. And I thought things would turn around on a Saturday, but no, well, it did, but not the teams that I took. So, yeah, it did turn around, but not to the – I had the Kings, and who was the other one I had? I had Montreal and the LA Kings on the puck line. All right, let's take a look inside the toolbox today, and let's go to NBA first and see which game has a lot of interest. You know what? Look at that Denver-Dallas game. Dallas is a home underdog of -4. So let's see what the Raymond Report tip sheet has in store for us today. And you can see the total's 229. We do have Denver winning 116 to 111. Denver coming in 9-1 straight up in their last 10 games, 7-3 against the point spread, but Dallas also on the point spread factor, 7-3. And when Dallas at home against those A-type teams with a 60 or higher win percentage, they are 3-7 straight up and against the numbers. So you can see the Dallas Mavericks don't do well against teams with winning records. And in the last 10 head-to-head meetings, pretty much 500. Look at that, 5-5 straight up, 5-5 against the number, 4-6. when it comes to the over-under, so it does like it to go under. And anytime you get a home underdog like Dallas playing on 2 days rest, and they're a 3.5 to 6 point home dog, well, you can see right there, they are at 4-8 straight up, 7-5 against the number. And they're also, let me see here, we're at 8-4 to the over. So what's the over looking like? Let me go to my trend section down here, see if there's a lot of trends pointing towards the over. A couple of unders right there, 20-13 to the over. So road teams face an opponent with a 51 to 60 win percentage, like Denver is with Dallas, 20-13 to the over. And we do have some over stats here, and you can see that Dallas coming off a loss, 12-6 at home to the over, and the last 45 days at home, 4-5. So nothing really to write home about there. But let's go take a look at another game of interest. And in fact, let me see here. What else is another good game? Miami, Detroit, so-so. Toronto, Orlando, Atlanta, Clippers, no. Phoenix, Milwaukee, yeah, that should be a good one. Phoenix and Milwaukee, let's take a look at that one. See if we can find some value here. Speaking of value, -6 is the line that I had, and the bookmakers are giving you a little bit of a discount here, -2. So you got to wonder why Milwaukee's a -2 favorite here today against Phoenix. If you like Milwaukee, why not just take them straight up on the money line, right? -133. And the Bucks, coming off their last game, was a victory over the Sixers, 114-105. While Phoenix, last game, they beat Charlotte 107-96. And when Phoenix is on the road against an A-type team again with a 60 or higher win percentage, not too well. 2-4, 1-5 against the number. So, you know what? I think Milwaukee money line might be worth a look here today. In fact, let me go to the Raymond Report light version right here, and let's take a look at the stats and trends at the bottom to see if there's anything pointing towards the under right here. Look at that. And if you like if you do like Phoenix, Anytime you get a road team as a favorite, but they're not the favorite here. No, Denver. That's the Denver game. Sorry. Let's go to Phoenix and Milwaukee. I was looking at the wrong game. But I'll give you that trend on Denver if you want. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so Milwaukee. Anytime you got a home favorite like Milwaukee during the month of March after a conference game on 2 days rest, coming off an Eastern Conference opponent, and they won between 8 and 11 points. They are 14-3 straight up. And this, look at this one, 17-4. Anytime you got a home favorite last 5 years before a conference game on 2 days rest, coming off 2 unders, coming off a home win as a favorite, 17-4 straight up. So you know what, looking good for the Bucks here today if you do like Milwaukee. All right, let's talk a little bit of puck action right here, and let's go to the NHL. And where's the game of the day? I thought I saw a couple of good games here today. Yeah, Jersey Vegas, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, it's probably the Islanders and the Rangers. Always good to battle in New York, right? This is a 1 o'clock puck drop, and you see the Rangers minus 147, 5.5. Islanders losing to the Sens yesterday in overtime, and they kind of got lucky because they scored with like 50 seconds left in the game to tie it up, and then Horvat got that penalty in overtime, and Brady Tkachuk with the winner. 6-4. Both teams are 6-4 straight up in the last 10 games, but you know what? Anytime you get these interstate rivalries, the big rivalry games, Rangers, Islanders, Toronto, Montreal, these guys tend to step it up, especially at Madison Square Garden, where the crowd's going to be all over this today. So this is going to be a great game between the Islanders. And the Islanders, now they're on a 3-game losing streak. Patrick Waugh came in and really, got the guys playing hard right now. And the Islanders, if you look at their last 10 trips to Madison Square Garden, yeah, they do pretty well, 7-3 straight up. But how about the Islanders at home against an A-type team, 2-4, but 5-0-1 to the over. So maybe the over could be a consideration here today. So maybe we want to check that out. All right, speaking of checking something out, let's go look at the stats and trends, and then I'll come to our top 25 sports betting options. So let's go to the old 80% club. We'll do NBA first, and then I'll tap into the NHL. All right, so Orlando is a home favorite with a spread of minus 11 to minus 13.5. 26-4 straight up, 18-10-2 against the number. Yeah, of course it's going to be that. Denver is a road team versus Southwest opponent on 1 day's rest, coming off a 2-game road stand, 2-8-2 to the under. So not bad right there. The Boston Celtics as a road favorite, totals 220 or more, coming off a 1-game homestand, 17-1 straight up, 14-3-1 against the number. And who's Boston playing today? Let's go to the NBA. Let me go here. Let's go Washington. Yeah, they're going to be favored by what, 17? Let me see here, 10.5. All right, 10.5. Any stats and trends to when Boston's a road team as a favorite last 3 years after a non-conference game, coming off a home win, 2-8-1 to the under. So, all right, interesting stat right there. It's too bad it wasn't an A or a B type team, right? It would have been probably a better choice to look at that, because I'm not laying 10.5 points. Atlanta is a road team last 5 years on the Sunday, coming off a road loss, 2-8 to the under. Toronto as a 12.5 to 15-point road underdog versus conference opponent before non-division game, 18-4 against the point spread. And when Miami's a road team, totals 215 to 220 during the month of March, 10-0 so far to the under. So you might want to keep that in mind today when you're doing your handicapping. All right, let's take a look at the NHL, see if we have any good stats and trends to throw your way. You can see Anaheim as a road dog versus St. Louis last 10. 90% of those games have gone under the total. Ottawa Senators playing again today as a home underdog on a Sunday after a conference game. 3 games in 4 nights, 10-1 to the puck line. But you know what? 3 games in 4 nights. But Carolina played yesterday too, so we'll see what happens right there. And Ottawa as a home underdog. Yeah, we gave that one already. Ottawa, a lot of Ottawa trends right here to the puck line, so you might want to consider that today. Islanders is a road team on a Sunday, last 4 years, 17-4 to the under. Wow, something about those Sunday games. And when Pittsburgh is a home favorite, total 6.5 during the month of March, 25-5. But that's not your same Pittsburgh Penguin team right now. All right, let me see here. Let's go into the dashboard, and let's go to the top 25 sports betting options today in the National Basketball Association. And let's do this, NBA. And today, the Clippers as a 9.5-point favorite. They're playing Atlanta. The Clippers have been neutral 24 days, and anytime the Clippers play a C-type team, they win 88% of those games. They are 22-10 at home, And the daily market value index, 9.3, 9.5, so we're right there. So the Clippers are the number one sports betting option today, according to the Raymond Report market report here, top 25 betting option. And the Columbus Blue Jackets, plus 205 against Winnipeg, neutral 25 days. And against those A-type teams, they only win 27% of the games. Last 5 games for Columbus have gone under, and they're playing at home where they're 23-44. And the daily market value index is 196, so plus 205. A little bit overvalued. And 45.8% chance of winning. That's pretty good if you like the dog. I think Columbus on the puck line would be worth a look here today. All right, before you go, let's take a look at, let me see here. Let's the streaks. Let's see who's streaking right now in the different leagues. So NHL, Colorado's on a 6-game win streak. Tampa Bay, Ottawa, St. Louis have won 3. Anaheim's riding a 5-game losing streak. Seattle's on a 4-game losing streak. Islanders are going to try to snap that 3-game losing streak. Tampa Bay, last 5 games have gone over, where the Kings, Columbus have last 5 have gone under, and Anaheim have not covered the spread on the puck line in the last 5 games, where Tampa Bay, Colorado, Nashville, and St. Louis on a 3-game puck line win. Let's go to NBA, and you can see the Denver Nuggets are on a 5-game win streak. Same thing with Houston, where Toronto have lost their last 6 straight up. And the New York Knicks, Philadelphia 76ers, and Miami, their last 5 games have gone under. And the Dallas Mavericks are now on a 5 ATS win streak. All right, there you have it. A little weekend edition of the Raymond Report. Thought I'd we'll do these podcasts here now and see if we can get you some tidbits to go along with your handicapping. And so hopefully it. One thing also, the strength of schedule. One thing I like to do, and I normally do an article on the front page where I give you guys the power ratings, and I like to look at teams, how they go in cycles, right? So if you look at the NHL and you want to know how a team has done in the last 14 games or last 7, I think 7 and 14 games in high volume sports you get a good reading, because in 7 games, you're going to play an A, B, or C type team, and in 14 games, for sure you're going to play those. So depending on what your criteria is on reading the strength of schedule. What you do is you just look at right here, the team, that's the season record, and then you go to the last 7. So let's say, let's get a team like Carolina. They're 5-2 in their last 7 games, and their win percentage, that's 71%. Their losing percentage, that's 28. Their strength of schedule, so the opponents they face have a combined record of 46.9. So it gives you an idea if that 5-2 is legit, right? That 5-2 record is legit. 46.9, a little bit could be better, but when you expect a team like Carolina, an A-type team or a B-type team, I don't forget what their winning percentage is, you expect them to beat the beatables, right? Teams below, so they got a power rating of 59 on the last 7 games compared to 56 on the season. So right now they're playing a little bit above their expectation on the season. And if you look at the last 14 games, so they're a team that's trending right now. 10-4, probably that's the best word to use. Which team is trending in the last 14 games? And what you want to do is take a look at the power rating right here and compare it to the season average, and that'll tell you in a nutshell if a team's on a good cycle or a bad cycle, right? So if I look at Anaheim, they're on a bad cycle compared to 42. You can see Arizona on a bad cycle. Boston, 53, but pretty much even. 50. Buffalo's on a good cycle right now, 8-6 in their last 14. So you do that, so on and so forth. And you can do it also for the NBA, right? NBA for the straight up factor. Just follow along the teams, the season average, and then look at the last 14 to get a good power rating. All right, folks, have yourself a great rest of your Super Sunday or your St. Patrick's Day Sunday. And I'll be back here on the edition on a Cash Out Monday with another edition of the Raymond Report. Cheers.